What's going on, everybody? Woo! All right, so the sincerest question I have for everyone is why do you fear stock market crashes so much? I understand that the media makes it seem like it's the end of the world when the stock market crashes, right? But what happens is it's usually just a bunch of investors, institutional and otherwise, massively selling off their positions. Collectively, I might add. But the intelligent investor keeps, to the best of their ability, keeps a stockpile of cash to the side, right? So what I typically do, I keep as much cash to the side as I can. Not a ton, but enough for a bear market, because bear markets are honestly opportunities, to be quite frank. And you could buy index ETFs a lot cheaper than normal, right? And I'll give you an example. If the S&P 500 index crashes, great. That's a buying opportunity. If every stock out there crashes, it's a buying opportunity. The point I'm trying to make is the reason that a correction happens is because usually investors find that things are a little too overvalued. So what ends up happening is massive sell-offs. So I kind of wanted to start this video off with that. I want to just give a bit of a moment of silence real quick for a friend of mine. Her name's Susan Thompson. She passed away about 3 days ago. And I didn't find out until yesterday evening, and it was pretty rough. I worked with her for over 12 years. I think. Has it been 12 years already? Whew. But yeah, 12, 13 years. Yeah, 12 years for sure. Maybe 11, because I think she started there a year after I started working there. And she was a colleague of mine on One Kings Lane. It's a bit of a... I won't go into details into all the clients we worked for. But she's worked with me for a long time, and I decided to go into work today anyway because, one, we have a lot of work to do, but I also, my fondest memories of her were while we were working, and we found a way to have fun conversations while at the same time doing good work. So that was the most important part about it. She knew how to, I just want to say that she knew how to motivate a lot of people. Not just motivate, but have people see better sides of themselves, I think, that they wouldn't normally see. At least that's what she did for me. I could say that. And I just want to give a huge shout out to her. She... My tear ducts are pretty much... I'm trying not to cry again. I'm really trying not to, but yesterday I didn't want to accept it. Today I've decided to accept it. It's not easy, but my thoughts go out to her family, her daughters, her husband. Everybody who worked with her loved her. At least it's what I think, I believe, and we're all gonna miss her. And when she told us that she had the cancer resurging again, we wanted her to keep fighting. And she did. She really did a hell of a job, man. She, my goodness, man. I'm getting choked up thinking about it, and I'm trying not to. But anyway, I just wanted to give her the biggest shout out of all time, just because of how great of a person she is. Anyway. But anyway, I'm going to read the comments real quick. Sorry about that, folks. I've neglected the comment section a little bit. But yeah, I wanted to kind of, at least make sure that people know, a lot of people know how great a person she is. She really was awesome, man. It was a damn honor to work with her, too. Damn honor, man. Still having a hard time with it, but that's okay. Give me a second, you guys. I'm sorry. Just gonna do a quick moment of silence for her. It's a quick one. We didn't deserve her, though. She was too damn good of a person. We were lucky we got the time we did with her. But selfishly, I wish she was still here. Anyway. But overall, I guess we can get back to the subject matter at hand, and a bit of a distraction. We'll look at the chat real quick. So, my long lost son says, "Dad." Hello, son. Mark Velez says, "Michael, hey you." Hello, Mark. My good man. My son says, "I wouldn't say fear it myself, but more of a, oh damn. An inconvenience, more or less. Sorry to hear, brother." That's what, yeah, dude, it's a little rough, man. It was pretty tough, but, I wanted to work today because doing the job, I don't know, reminded me of all the good times that we had. So she was awesome, just awesome colleague. She eventually, became my supervisor. She was a hell of a person, just a cool person. And like I said, I'm lucky, man. She is a walking angel, seriously. Let's see. But yeah, I really, consider her a friend more than anything. She was not just a coworker to me. She was a good friend. And with her battling the cancer that she did, I don't know, man. It's tough. But anyway, we'll keep reading the comments, though. Holy shit, 9 says a bunch of emojis. I'm not even going to try to dissect these emojis. Jocelyn AD says game over. Holy shit, 9 says game over. Nathan Walker says, "What up, my N-word?" And Nathan, I say, "Hello, my good man." Holy shit, 9 says game over. Mark Velez says, "My condolences for your coworker." Thanks, Mark. I appreciate it, brother. And let's see. Pack says, "Hey, man, you doing all right?" Pack also says cancer is a horrible thing. It is, and fuck, man, she really I know that she's a fighter deep down, and MJ.
Damn, you're very sexy.
Remy said, Drake or 21 Savage. That's a good question. I'll go Drake. I like Drake. I think he's pretty cheesy, but I'll go with Drake for sure. Holy shit 9 says Drake. Pack says you got this, man. I do for the most part. I'm just I think the people I'm also feeling incredibly sad for right now, I just are her husband Jeffrey, her 2 daughters, you know. They didn't deserve this. They don't deserve this at all. They're good people. Very kind people. Just like I remember when Season had told all of us that Jeffrey had proposed to her. We were stoked. Like, because we knew it was going to happen eventually. But, like, we just didn't know when, you know, right? We had a feeling it was going to happen. And when it did happen, though, we were pretty stoked about it. We were just like, oh, hell yeah. She was just so freaking happy about it. And, like, you know, man, and you know what's great? I know both of them, Jeffrey and Season, pretty much the whole time I worked there. I know Jeffrey did eventually quit because he just got tired of working at the place, which I don't blame him. I'm surprised I didn't quit at any point. I'm shocked I still work at the same spot. They pay me decently now, but you know, but they're just really good people, and yeah, I want to talk about them, I guess, because no, not just I guess. I mean, I mean it. I want to talk about them because they're just solid people. And Season was one of a kind, man. There's just something about her, man. Something about her, something certain form of energy, something heavily unique. And man, oh man, am I struggling though? Am I struggling? Let's see. Let's see here. Pack says it's okay if you need to let something out. Thank you, Pack. I appreciate it, partner. Sam says, were you invited to Trump's inauguration and were you able to get a hot dog meal? Neither. I would have loved to go to Trump's inauguration. That would have been tight. But let's see. Holy shit 9 says, I loved it. Mario Rem says 21 is better. Mark Velez says, is this an awkward time to be in the chat? No, you're good, bud. You're good. It's never an awkward time, my brother. I mean, if I'm doing a live video, I don't mind interacting with the chat. I expect it. You know, I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoyed replying to your guys' comments to the best of my ability. Mario Rem says, let's see. 21, I already read that. Never mind. You need to surround yourself with people like that. Says Pack. Hell yeah. Look at these nuts says, Garza, I'm sorry to hear that, bud. You need tequila and lime. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. Pack says, God lets his best soldiers fight the hardest battles, and he trusts you with this. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, brother. Mark Velez says, okay, well, I just want to let you know I watched your baby oil live stream and I loved it. You got talent, Michael. Well, Mark, I appreciate it, brother. I'm trying to encourage the world to use baby oil. Oh man, dude, so much fun. Pack says agreed. Hell yeah. But yeah, man, like she was a fighter. Damn fighter. Trying to figure out where her celebration of life is going to be held. I don't even. They're going to release more information on it. There's a lot of people who loved her, man. Like, she's just she's a good person. Give me one moment, folks. Hold on. I'm sorry, I can't look at that right now. I can't, man. All right, let's just see here. Pax disagree. Let's see. Pack also says, "May she fly high and be by God's side. Prayers to you and your family." I appreciate it, partner. Thank you. I think she will. I think she is. I think she is. I believe she is. Mark Velez says, "Pat gets it. We all get it. You're pretty good at showing off on camera, and you're easy on the eyes." Thank you, partner. I appreciate it. Oh, Mark, I appreciate it. You're playing to my vanity. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mark, and thank you all for your well wishes to season. I was lucky. I was damn lucky to be able to know her, straight up. So there's a lot of us who are really lucky. Look at these nuts says, "How is your OnlyFans channel going? Are you rich yet?" I did some hoe math on the OnlyFans channel. I was trying to figure out a few things, but my hoe math determined that if I were to get at least 100 $5 subscribers, I would actually get $300 a month. And the reason for that, of course, is because OnlyFans takes about 40% of your profits. So, yeah. So, yeah, I would not get all of that, unfortunately. I think they take 40%, if I remember right. Yeah, about 40% now that I think about it. But yeah, it's I don't know. I don't think I've gotten my OnlyFans career was not built in a day, and neither was Rome. Pack says, "I'm glad there is just nice, calm live streams." Yeah, thank you, partner. I appreciate. I try to make these calm. I've been trying not to go over the top lately. I do admit I tend to go over the top, but I will admit I'm a little more somber right now. I just really, yeah, I just really want to. I don't know. It's fun to do this show. In a weird way, it's therapeutic. Talking about the markets and talking about different ways of investing during certain times. And my opinion is during bear markets, it's my opinion the best time to invest. That's why you keep a bunch of money to the side sometimes. Not a ton. No, you don't need to keep a ton, but it is a good thing to keep some extra dough on the side. And sometimes it's okay to store them in bonds. I was starting to consider a different approach, storing some of my excess cash into like bond ETFs, like a diversified bond ETF or something like that. And then that way, if I need to, I could always sell some of the bond ETF to then buy during a bear market, at least, you know what I mean? If that makes sense. But essentially put my money into bonds, and then when a market crash happens, sell my bonds, and then buy whatever discounted company I could find. So basically, if Coca-Cola is at $60 and they suddenly go to $40 per share, I'm definitely buying more Coca-Cola. It's a great company, especially when everybody's freaking out about it. I gotta check Strongman Personal Finance's channel. I had a post yesterday. It was all today? Jesus. Where was my post yesterday? I want to see if Strongman replied. See if Strongman loves me. Well, I'm just happy I'm an OnlyFans model. By the way, if you guys want to subscribe to my OnlyFans, make sure that you go to onlyfans.com/Michael Garza. OMG, OMG, and OMG. Hee hee. Now, let's see what else we got going on here. Cause I'm gonna kill. I'm sorry. They took all my baby, baby, baby. Oh my baby, baby, baby. Oh my. Mark Velez is saying, I'm sorry for simping during this. Seriously, I feel so sorry for your life. Hey, dude, don't worry about it, brother. Don't worry about it. Hey, if you're simping, you're simping. If you're pimping, you're pimping. It's okay. It's all good, brother. Pac says sometimes small things make the greatest differences. I can agree with that. I understand that. They really can, man. Pac is saying I gotta go to bed, but good night and God bless you all. Thank you, Pac. I appreciate it, brother. Look at these nuts says good night, Mary Ellen. But man, oh man. Holy shit 9 says, to date my house, so it would have a good is the right thing I can get my hair done for a few moments. What the hell is this person talking about? Good night. Okay. Have a good night, holy shit. Appreciate you, partner. While I'm waiting for something to happen in my brain, because I can't think of anything to say at the moment, except for, look, when it boils down to is make sure, I think that is the best thing you could do is just look for whatever opportunity you can get a hold of, right? Opportunities are out there everywhere. And I you know, the thing for me is I really don't think it's that hard to find good opportunities in the marketplace, at least, you know? And man, I'm always finding some sort of opportunity in a sector that's getting killed or slaughtered. I will admit, like the weed sector is not the worst place to kind of, you know, get exposure to different weed companies. Although I think a lot of them are doing pretty shitty. But you know, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I don't put all my eggs in one sector. I'm very, very diversified. However, I will say I am pretty heavy in the REIT sector, the real estate investment trust sector. And the reason for that is real estate investment trusts are actually really good investment vessels. And the reason they're great investment vessels is because, one, they hold a lot of real estate. Kind of just want to just kind of have some notes, you know. And so, like, the thing is, like, with so taking notes during my lectures, but when it comes down to it, yep. But yeah, REITs are a great vessel. Like, I have to admit, I wouldn't say I'm super duper concentrated in the REIT sector, but I do have, well, I'm not concentrated in one thing, I should say. So for example, I have like at least one share of, I wouldn't say every single REIT, but pretty much every REIT I can get my dirty paws on. So REITs are everywhere. And REITs give you exposure, even, and you do want to find, I prefer triple net lease, I can never say it properly, triple net lease REITs, where basically everything's taken care of by the tenant, the maintenance of the building, the upkeep, all that shit, right? The rent's paid, blah blah blah. Usually I look for REITs that have really good tenants when it comes to commercial real estate. Now, as far as residential real estate, you can never really know. I just look for the REITs that are in the residential sector. I'm always looking for the ones that have like a lot of good apartment complexes, that own a lot of different buildings, you name it, right? That have a lot of real estate that they lease out. To just regular everyday tenants. Now, there could be a real estate crash where people can't pay their rent and there's a lot of evictions. That can actually happen. So those type of REITs, like I'm exposed to them, but I'm not exactly all in on those either. Like I said, I've spread out my risk when it comes to REITs. I really spread out my risk quite a bit. Give me one moment. But yeah, spread out your risk. That's probably one of the most important things that you can truly do But yeah, REITs are great, man. REITs are basically, these are companies that own real estate. Like, real estate is owned. I was writing this down by these companies, right? And it is leased out, whether it's to a company, whether it's to an individual, you name it. And they have all these properties. And you know, if you're not taking advantage of REITs, the REITs that are out there, you're really missing out on, in my opinion, on an investment opportunity. Not financial advice. You know, do your own due diligence, talk to financial advisors, blah blah blah. Let me take a look at these comments real quick. Mark Velez says, by the way, I'm probably gonna sleep soon too, but can you mention what your OnlyFans content will have? You know, my OnlyFans page is gonna have, I definitely intend on doing some feet videos for sure. I may do some shower videos. That's a possibility. I'm not gonna guarantee anything. I know at the bare minimum there are going to be feet videos on there, which is going to be cool. I'll let you guys know. I'll keep you updated on what I post and stuff, so that way you're, you know, it just depends on what people are into. But yeah, I think a lot of them will have like me just in my boxers, like full out, you know, discussing, like, I'm going to try to discuss financial topics. I might even do ones where I'm doing dead hangs on my pull-up bar and nothing but my underwear. That might be some pretty good content for the people. But yeah, I'm just really excited to have OnlyFans as an option, because you know what? I figure it's like I'm getting a little more fit. Not super duper fit, but I'm getting, like, you know, my arms are getting a little more defined. I don't know if anybody can see this, but the more of these dead hangs that I do, the better. You could tell. I'm getting some real solid muscle. A little, not there, but, you know. But it's getting good. It's nice to feel kind of strong again. I feel like I was a little weak for a bit, and I wanted to strengthen up quite a bit. So getting strong again's been kind of the main goal, for sure. But yeah, no, and I want to look, if I'm going to do OnlyFans, I want to look halfway presentable. So, like, I don't expect to have six-pack abs, obviously. I'm still going to have a bit of a dad bod, probably. But, you know, have a little bit of firm pecs, you know, do more, and, you know, just really, really get back into shape. So, you know, only at the bare minimum, it's going to have feet videos. I think I'll do probably some workout videos where I'm just in my underwear, maybe in a man thong if we're lucky here. But you know, I'll let you guys know what I end up uploading though. But let's see. Yager's Farm says I make poop. Yager says we owe nothing. Everything is paid off. Now my chickens are laying eggs. Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Mark Velez says, hey, Yager's Farm. Yager's Farm says, hey, Mr. Mark. Hell yeah, dude. Two daddies right there, dude. Just kidding. Calling Yagers and Mark my Splenda sugar daddies or whatever. No, just kidding. You guys are my internet sugar daddies at this point. But let's see. Look at these nuts. Says, hey, Yager's Farm. My steer has the shits too. Has the shits, too much cob. Yager's Farm says, hey, look at these nuts. The shots isn't good for my cattle. Nathan Walker says, chickens laying in this weather. Yeah, the one thing that sucks is where I live, I don't really have much property, because I don't own the place, unfortunately. It's just an apartment. I will say, finding good real estate can be a pain in the butt sometimes. Mark Velez says, Jim, I don't know if it was you, but are you the one person who subbed to me? If so, can you unsub to me, please? Yager says, yes, Nathan, I love it. Nathan says, my chickens wait for spring. But yeah, man, this is, well, thank you guys for actually just, chilling out in the chat with me. I'm not going to be on for too long, but I kind of want to discuss a little bit more about, I love doing these live lectures because I feel almost like I almost feel like I kind of missed my calling to be a teacher. And so kind of doing it on a live stream is actually kind of fun. One thing that I will say about bear markets, the bear market advantage is, when everybody's selling off their shares, I mean, look, the demand to buy goes lower because there is a level of herd mentality. And this is an important concept that you always got to keep in mind. Herd mentality. You know how they always say, don't go against the grain? A lot of people will say, or else you'll go insane or whatever. It's a very average person mentality. Well, the herd is the average. So whatever everybody's doing is typically what you want to avoid, right? Well, I will say no matter what, whether there's a bull market, which means everybody's buying, or a bear market, which means everybody's selling, you still, I think, need to be a buyer in a bull market or a bear market. But I think even though you need to be a buyer in a bull market, you need to be a heavy buyer in a bear market because, one, there's a lot of discounts. A lot of discounts. Also, as long as you're getting into dividend stocks, at least you're getting higher yields and you'll at least get some sort of payouts while you're waiting, blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm not a 401k kind of guy. I'm not an IRA kind of guy. All of my investments are just in a brokerage account. Not the most tax advantageous, but I do have full control and I can put however much money I want into it. There's no max out. So, I don't know. I write off a lot of stuff for taxes anyway. So, which is nice. Helps out a lot. Yager says, Mark, no. Not sure what that means, sir. Walker, they will lay feed, local feed. Let's see. WSB After Hours says, why the stock I bought now got the spot to spot that. But yeah, no, so here's the thing, man. During a bear market, it really is the best time to buy. A lot of different YouTube channels will tell you, oh my God, sell your whole portfolio. Or the end is nigh, sell your whole fucking portfolio, is what all these grifter ass fucking YouTubers do. We're talking about Jeremy LeBabe, who's a grifter, Meat Spin Kevin, who's also a grifter, Graham Stevens, who is a big grifter. All these guys who basically tell you to sell your portfolio off during a massive sell-off is a fucking idiot. Because here's the thing, man. When you're buying stocks, you're trading your money for part ownership, even if it's a small part ownership into a company. That's very important, you guys. I want to make that very clear how important that is. So honestly, I love racking up on ETFs though, exchange traded funds, because they're index ones preferably during those times. Yager says, I'm out, fellas. I'm tired. Have a good night, partner. Love you, Yagers. You're the man. Appreciate you, dog. Matthew says, what are you buying? What are you buying? What are you selling? So what am I buying, Mr. Matthew? I am buying basically any ETF that's an index, that's index based. I don't like actively managed ones. I just like the index passive ones. Examples would be the VOO, the VTI, which is the entire U.S. stock market, the VXUS, which is basically what was the VXUS? It's basically international stocks only, emerging markets, that sort of thing. I look for anything that's dipping, basically anything that's an index ETF that's going down in value, essentially. WSB After Hours says I sell the Clash Royale childhood game of Pokemon cards. I buy the market stocks. Heck yeah. Get it, brother. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but get it. MLPs are cash cows. I don't really know much about... Why is that term eluding me? It's alright. Mark Velez says, someone please unfollow me. I don't know who's following you, brother. WSB After Hours says, TAN ETF, question mark. Matthew says, thank you. Scott and Sarah says, you don't know what a MLP is? Well, I guess I'll look it up real quick. What is an MLP? Master Limited Partnership, which is a publicly traded partnership that combines tax benefits of a limited partnership with the liquidity of a corporation. MLPs are often involved in natural resource related activity. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I've never, like, you know, I've got knowledge gaps, brother. I will admit I stick to my wheelhouse. WSB says Trump coin and Melania to the moon. Alert. Oh God. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Scott and Sarah says pipeline stocks. Hell yeah. Well, no, they're pretty cool. I look pretty neat. I don't know much about them though. Let's see. WSB says Major League Pokemon. Hell yeah. Mark Velez says, Michael, someone started following me here. Please help me. Do you have the ability to block them? Like, I don't know what the abilities are, but you might be able to look at their profile. Mark says, how do I explain to people that I don't make YouTube content? Well, if they don't see any YouTube content on your profile, they'll probably be like, huh, well, why did I subscribe again? They'll probably eventually unsubscribe. So don't let them pressure you, Mark. Don't let them pressure you. I'm not too sure, though. I have no idea. That is the risk of participating in the live chat. Some rando will add you. They will subscribe to you. They will follow. They will follow. Standing on the edge of forever, at the start of whatever, shouting love at the world. Back then we were like cavemen, when we mapped the moon and the stars, then we forgave them. We will meet you where the lights are, the defenders of the faith we are. When the thunder turns around, we'll run so hard we'll tear the ground away. Yeah. Anyway, Scott and Sarah say, what is the job market like in your area? I'm lucky because if I got fired from my main job, I could do DoorDash, but I do DoorDash on the side for sure. I was going to say, you know, job market is pretty, it exists. There, you know, there are places that do hire. But yeah, at this point, a lot of what I do is just pretty much work from home as my main job aspect. I do a lot of swing trading, you know, because I never know what's going to happen. You know, I could lose my job for sure at any time. And so I kind of, best thing I can do is just keep trying my best at this point. Yeah, so a job market in my area is, I don't really know. I haven't had to look for a job, luckily, for a long time. I've had the same job for a while, and that's helped me get closer to retirement, which is really nice. Um, Mark Velez says, "Damn man, it feels weird. You can check. I've got nothing on here." Oh, that's fine. It's all good, man. Either way, if somebody's following you, man, you got a fan. Maybe that'll be your inspiration to create some content. Only if you want to, though. I never pressure anybody into doing that stuff. WSB After Hours says, are you Start Boss the trading company?" I will say the one thing I love to do is, when it comes down to it, I'm always betting against Bitcoin for sure. Bitcoin is Clickcoin. Bitcoin is garbage. I love betting against it whenever I can, and yeah. Stay under. On the edge of forever. Give me 1 second, folks. I will say, the one thing about investing is remain diversified, man. Like, even during bear markets, my portfolio does not move in a negative way very much, so it's a good thing. And I'm very, very happy to say that I love betting against fucking Bitcoin, though. I really do. I can't help myself, dude. I get like this big old juicy bone cone, dude. My pants get really tight, my wiener gets erect, and I think about betting against Bitcoin, man, and it turns me on, man. Turns me on. Turns me on every day. WSB After Hours says, why? How shorting trade your Bitcoin? Well, first off, there are ETFs. There's two of them. Two that I like to use. I use the BITI, which just gives you a normal negative 1x exposure, which allows you to essentially bet against Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin does good in a day, Biddy does bad in a day. If Bitcoin does shitty in a day, Biddy does great in a day. Same with SBIT. The only difference really between SBIT, there's a couple differences, but the main difference is that SBIT is minus 2x exposure. So it'll go up 2 times as much as Bitcoin does in a day, but it'll also go down 2 times as much as Bitcoin would go in a day. Well, I should say, I'll give you an example. Bitcoin goes up 10% in a day, right? Then SBIT would go down probably 20%, right? Same difference. Bitcoin goes down 10%. SBIT goes up 20%. So it's times 2 whatever Bitcoin does. So whatever percentage Bitcoin goes, up or down, whatever it takes, But yeah, ETFs are really handy. Leverage ETFs are really handy when you think that something's a Ponzi scheme and you want to bet against it and you don't feel like doing all the crazy options strategies. And man, I'll tell you, I love SBIT. It's my favorite. And I do believe that Bitcoin's a little too high for its britches. So it should go down in theory. And if it doesn't, that's okay, because I already own Bitcoin. And if it keeps going up, then the unrealized gains will cover any unrealized losses. And I'll be a better man for it. Let's see here. Mark Velez says, I mean, you can check too. I'm not a YouTuber, so I feel really awkward. Hey, you can't help. I mean, I don't know if there's a way to block people from following you. Maybe there's a way to look at your subscriber count. You could try going to studio.youtube.com and see if there's any way you can access like your subscriber base and maybe block some of them, or I don't know, man. Feels good to talk to you guys, though. Two Wheel Pursuit says, dude, Mark Velez is trolling you. Damn it, Mark. He took all my baby, 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 oh my baby, 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 oh my. Mm-hmm. It took all my baby, 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 oh my. I will say though, dude, the oil, it wasn't mine. They took all my baby, 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 oh my baby, 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 oh my baby. Mark Velez says, I'm not trolling. I swear, Michael, I just feel pressure. It's all good, brother. Mark, take a deep breath, brother. It's okay. It doesn't matter anyway. Just if somebody subscribes, they subscribe. That's on them, brother. WSB says, BTC is bad for economics. Well, maybe. Well, maybe not. No, Bitcoin really is a Ponzi scheme, though, straight up. Digital Ponzi scheme. You know it. Daddy knows it. You all know it. You know it. No, Bitcoin is crap, though. I do agree with Charlie Munger. It's basically trading turds. It's really what it is. Trading turds. And it is BS. Fuck it. I'm taking notes. I love taking notes during these live streams because I think of ideas during these live streams that really I can use towards the next video. It's just an idea machine. It's a content machine. But let's see here. But WSB After Hours says, really? Yeah. Bitcoin sucks. Anyway, Tim Smith says, I hunger for Munger. Tim Smith, my boy. Charlie Munger really is one of the greatest investors, though, of all time. Him and Warren, man, him and Warren were basically the Shaq and Kobe of the investment world. Some could say that Munger was basically Shaq. Some would say that Warren was Kobe. Incredible, man. Mark Velez says, I don't think I was meant for fame, Michael. So I'm sorry for freaking out about this, hey? I don't think anybody is. I don't know if I am. Dude, the more popular I get, the more I act out on camera. The crazier I get. All right? So what I'm trying to say is this. Don't feel so bad. We'll try not to, at least. It's not easy, man. When people start paying attention to you at massive scales, it is weird. It is weird. I'm a micro celebrity with a micro penis. All right? And is it easy? No, it's not easy. But it's fun. Two Wheel Pursuit says, as long as those turds give yield, who cares? Okay, first off, Two Wheel Pursuits, how the fuck does Bitcoin give you any sort of yield? Bitcoin doesn't fucking pay you to hold it. So where is the yield that you're supposedly getting? And also, the only reason Bitcoin goes up in value is because of the greater fool theory, because other fools are willing to put their money into it. There's no intrinsic value in Bitcoin or any crypto. That's the problem with all of it. And the problem is only reason people buy it is because they're afraid of missing out on making a quick buck. The sad part is these people who are afraid of missing out on the quick buck end up getting scammed hard. Basically, when I say scammed, I mean they get the rug pulled under them. They buy at like $105,000 per coin, and all of a sudden it's back down to $95,000. Oh no, I lost my money! And that's what happens because it's a gamble. If it was a real investment, you wouldn't. If it was a real investment, you could buy that investment and hold it and sleep soundly at night. The problem is Bitcoin people lose sleep at night. I lose sleep at night a little bit, even though I bet against Bitcoin. Only lose sleep because I actually own part of Bitcoin, some Bitcoin, but whatever. And I lose sleep at night because I just am insomniac, to be quite honest. But anyway, let's see. WSB After Hours says, how to make the strong money plays, whatever. I still bet against Bitcoin because it's fucking stupid. Tim Smith says, I mean, look, the software's great, by the way. Bitcoin software is fantastic. The only thing is, just because it's fantastic software does not mean it's worth anything. It's open source. You can't own it. I'm sorry. Sorry to break it to you. The blockchain technology is really cool, though. It's really neat because you can probably implement it in your own company and make all sorts of software out of the decentralized protocols. Anyway, let's keep going. Tim Smith says, developing Trump to introduce the Life Begins at Erection bill. Details to follow. Oh God. Oh God. Tim Smith says, I got scammed by a drop shipping company trying to order the new Diddy bobblehead baby oil bottle stopper. Damn, dude. My man, dude. My man. I know that's a troll post. I know that's a funny post, but damn. Damn. Diddy. Mark Velez says, it's not at all easy getting one sub or 1,000, but for me, even one is a lot. And I'm literally kind of freaking out because it's probably with some random chatter or person in the comments that subbed. Hey, you know what? Hey man, sometimes you gotta freak out a little bit. I remember when I first got my first few subscribers on this channel, I was kind of in shock and awe. I was like, damn, really? It's like, my content's weird, and I'm still trying to perfect this shit. So, the feeling's understandable. WSB After Hours says, if I buy stock, OF says, I buy stock, how to find deals. Well, I mean, if you want to find good deals, I mean, first off, I mean, looking at the PE ratio does help as a starter. It's not the only thing, by the way. You need to look at actual balance sheets of companies if you're individual investing. Financial statements, it's all the same thing. You gotta look at them. You gotta see how much debt the company has. You gotta see how much positive cash flow the company has. You gotta make sure their books look good. You gotta make sure there's proven earnings. Proven earnings is a real thing, by the way. I look for companies that don't have a shit ton of debt, that have really good earnings and a lot of assets. Their assets to debt ratio needs to be pretty high. Like, I mean, when I say high, I mean, like, they need to have more assets than debt, is what I'm trying to say. And, but if they're debt, here's the thing, man, that scares me. If they have more debt, than assets, that is concerning. One company that kind of concerns me a little bit, even though they're a good company overall, I still invest in them. I only have a little bit of a holding in them, but it's Verizon. Even AT&T scares me a little bit. Sucks because they're both cellular giants. They have good infrastructure, so I can't complain. See. Oh, Tim Smith said, I just subbed to Mark Velez. Oh, shit, dude. Two Wheel Pursuits says, I just subbed to Mark Velez. Oh, shit, dude. Oh, shit. WSB After Hours says, how to check SPY ETF balance sheet. Well, it's okay. With ETFs, it's tough because it's a bunch of companies. So you have to see what companies are in there. And honestly, I'm not going to lie. The companies in there are good by default. That's why they're in the S&P 500. So if it's an S&P 500 index, you don't really have to do a lot of research because that research has been done. These are 500 of the best companies that you could get your dirty paws on. But if you are curious about the companies, you just got to look at each and every company in the ETF itself, and then look at each company's financial statements to get a good determination on if they're a good company or not, if they have proven cash flows. But honestly, S&P 500 in ETFs are awesome. I love them. I'm all about that life. I'm all about, hey, my main focus is stay diversified. Stay diversified, man. That's the key. Tim Smith says, financially paralyzed, half of Canadians living bill to bill, pull fines. Yeah. Man, it's tough, dude, because I deliberately, because I fear for a bad I fear of a bad economy sometimes, and I don't need to live below my means. I could actually eat out quite a bit if I really wanted to, but I choose not to. I want to retire early. I don't like answering to people. And that's another reason why I hate going to restaurants, because even the waiters, I'm answering to them in some form of fashion, right? It just feels like a game of tug and pull. So I don't know. I don't even like restaurants that much, to be quite honest. I love making food at home. I'll try that shit at home. But overall, main deal, I'm all about it, bro. Everybody trying to suck my D. WSB After Hours says, is this channel to sub? Is Mark Velez? WSB says, I sub to you, Mark Velez. Your giving the advice is nice. Oh. Maybe Mark has been using reverse psychology on us and was freaking out on purpose, so that way Mark could get more subscribers, which I'm all about, by the way. Honestly. Mark Velez says, Michael, you're the only person who can click on channels. You can see for yourself. All right, I'll check it out, Mark. Hold on. Let me check. Give me a second. They took all my baby, oil, my baby, oil. Fuck moderation. I don't want the fame, don't want the fortune. Let's see. Okay. I do see the post, by the way. I see that Mark has 1 subscriber. Yeah, and honestly, I don't know who subscribed to you, partner. I really don't. But yeah, I see that you got that post. I'm not, I swear I want the fame. Oh, no, don't worry, Mark. I'm not showing your page. You're good, brother. I was just taking a look. See, yeah, I see you got the 1 sub. I see you got no content. Let's see. Tim Smith says I must have subscribed to the wrong Mark Velez. The one I did has like 8 subs. No, who knows, man? Who knows? But yeah, dude, I won't give away Mark's YouTube page. I was able to see it and find it and stuff, but don't worry, Mark. I will not let anybody know what your YouTube handle is. Your secret is safe with me. Unless somebody can find it in the chat, then that's on you. But other than that, if somebody finds it, that's on them. Whatever. But WSB After Hours says, is this channel having any millionaire for giving the advices? Yeah, no, I don't know. Have I made any millionaires out there? I have no idea. If I did, that would be insane. Do I have a good steady source of income? Yes, from my investments. I absolutely do. I'm just going to tell you guys that right now. All I care about is income. Like, as much as I would love to have $1 million portfolio, like, that would be the dream. A diversified $1 million portfolio would be the dream for me. But I would rather own $1 million diversified stock portfolio full of ETFs that expose me to everything in the world than owning a $1 million mansion. That's really more interesting to me. I would rather own, because a house is just one asset. It's too concentrated. I demand diversification out of my portfolios. I got to spread out my risk. Rich people are so good at spreading out their risk. That's the one thing I've learned from the rich. Spread out your risk. Now, does Warren Buffett spread out his risk that much? Not really. Not really. But you know what? People who are pretty rich, though, are good at maintaining their wealth, so they're good at spreading out their risk anyway. A lot of them are in ETFs. A lot of them are, I say ETFs, I mean like index ETFs, that sort of thing. You name it, man. But let's see. Mark says, thanks, Mike. You're a lifesaver. Appreciate you, dude. Hey, I got your back, partner. Don't worry. You're good, brother. Tim Smith says, I found Spark Velez, but it's a weed channel. It's a Mexican couple who look. That's hilarious, dude. I love it. I'm all about it, dude. WSB After Hours says, are you having cash prizes for picking stocks? No, I don't do anything like that, partner, but that'd be cool. That'd be badass. I'm not against that, though. I'm not against it. Mr. Spock. Mr. Sprock. But yeah, no, not against it is all I'm saying. Hands of the price I pay. Never understand. They slipped away. Tell me why you run away. Tell me why you sleep. You lie awake at night like you were stuck inside a dream. Being hot to hot. Let's see. Two Wheel Pursuit says, is it Mexican weed? Hell yeah, dude. Better be. They took all my baby, 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 oil my baby, 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 oil my baby, 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 oil. The oil, it wasn't mine. All right. WSB After Hours says, I think Trump is like in the outer space company SpaceX. Hell yeah. My man, dude, my man. Do you guys think I could, like, I don't know, do you guys think I could use baby oil to heat the house? Like, if I, got, a little oil lantern, put some baby oil in the oil lantern, do you think it would, I don't know. Figure it out, though. Tim Smith says, breaking. Trump to put all DEI positions on the Michael Garza show on paid leave. to be terminated soon. Here's the thing, though, Tim, that you don't realize, my brother, is that the only DEI position on this show is the host of the show. I may be the producer, the owner of the show, and the talent of the show, but guess what? There's one small twist that nobody knew. I am a DEI hire. Plot twist. Fucking plot twist. All right? Fucking plot twist. You guys don't understand. All right? I'm a DEI hire on my own show. I'm the producer. I'm a DEI hire as the producer. I'm a DEI hire as the talent for the show. I am the DEI hire as the set designer. I am the DEI hire as the cameraman. And also, everybody in the chat is a DEI hire. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But no, I'm the only DEI hire on this show. There's only one position. There's many positions, but all filled by me. And so that sucks. I don't know. I'm going to have to shut the show down now. Every position on this show is a DEI hire, and that's me. I'm the DEI hire. Wow. Tim just blew the cover off of this show. I don't know how I'm going to keep going, dude. How do I keep the lights on this show? They tickle my baby oil. Do you guys want baby oil? I don't know. Do you guys want this baby oil? I do plan on using this though in some of my OnlyFans videos because I do want to be like the P Diddy of OnlyFans male OnlyFans models though. It really does strike a chord to me. WSB says, yes, heating is okay. It's possible to have a baby oil candle. That's fucking tight, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. God, that's so badass. Anyway, Two Wheel Pursuit says PD stands for Police Department. Two Wheel Pursuit says, or P. Diddy. Oh, dude. Shit. Two Wheel Pursuits is on to something, brother. Let's see here. Mark Velez says, well, actually, not many people get me at all. So thanks, man. I don't even sweat it, man. No, nobody gets me at all, brother. So don't worry. Don't worry. You good. You good. You good, brother. Anyway. Developing, says Tim Smith, a developing story by my Canadian correspondent, Tim Smith. Tom McDonald to collab with the Michael Garza show on baby oil plus spaghetti hose. Democrats rage. That's a good title. So baby oil plus spaghetti hose. Oh my God. Damn it, Tim. Spaghetti-o hose. Oh God. Yeah, dude, baby oil and SpaghettiOs. I like that. I don't know. All those Democrats are all about the Diddy life anyway. So, WSB says how to get a loan, how to get loan for the stock. I don't know. Let's see. Two Wheel Pursuit says P Diddy did that song "Every Breath You Take" by the Police. My man, dude. Mark Velez says you didn't read the first message for context on my latest message. Hold on. Well, actually, not many people. Okay. So I'm glad. Mark says, I'm glad you've got my back, Mike. You're one of the few guys who gets me. Well, I appreciate it, man. You know, like, I try, man. I just want to be as understanding as possible. You know, I may not agree with everything all you guys do. May not agree with everything you do, Mark. But I understand it, believe it or not. Like, you can understand something, maybe not always agree with it, but you can understand something and really get in there mentally. You know, imagining something versus living something or doing something is a completely different situation, though, but whatever. But hey, as long as I'm encouraging, man, that's really what I want to do. I want to encourage my brony brothers. One of these days, I got to do a pony downstream, dude. I got to do it for my brony brothers. The bronies are my brothers. I'm writing this stuff down. I'm writing absurdities down. I love writing down absurd statements. The bronies are my brothers. I come up with really good show titles on the spot if I'm just being an idiot. You know? I love doing these. Let's see. Two-wheel pursuits. Let's see. WSB says how to get loans for the stock. I don't know. If you want to get loans, I mean, you can use margin, but that's, I would talk to a financial advisor about that. I don't recommend that for everybody. Two-wheel pursuit says P. Diddy did that. Oh, I already read this. All right. I'm on loop. I'm on loop-de-loop mode. But yeah, I just have a diversified portfolio of ETFs, and that's really about the extent of it. I just love that I get paid a dividend pretty much every trading day. I don't know. I just love getting paid dividends every day. It's a nice feeling. And I kind of invest the dividends in any way I see fit. If I see good companies out there, I'll throw my money into it, and bada bing, bada boom. Two-wheel pursuit says pick stocks, dude. Yeah, I mean, I pick individual stocks for sure. If I know that there's a good company, I'll give you an example. Realty Income. If I see Realty Income dip, I will definitely buy more of it because, one, it pays a good dividend and the dividend grows really well. I obviously do like to look for dividend growth stocks, preferably during a bear market. Like, if Coca-Cola's going down, I'm buying more Coca-Cola. Like, I'm buying the greatest companies I can that pay a good dividend, obviously. You know, so I'll rack up on individual stocks too. But sometimes I just like to, if I'm feeling lazy, I'll just find like an ETF like the VOO or hell, even the VT. Gets me instant exposure to everything, so I'm not opposed to that at all. Two Wheels Pursuit says, will you jump on an XRP ETF? XRP is fucking crypto. No. Unless I get to... Wait, do I get to bet against it? Like, does this ETF allow me to bet against XRP? Like, as long as I can bet against it, I'm fine. I'll do it. As long as I can make money off of XRP's downfall. That's the only ETF I want, is a leveraged ETF for XRP. I will bet against... I love betting against crypto, dude. Crypto is so fucking stupid. And people who invest in crypto for long term, I'm sorry, I love you guys, but you're dumb. Like, you know, I say it with love, but I also say it with a little rage. You're dumb. You're just a little dumb. So, that's all. Crypto is stupid, but I love betting against it. I have an obsession with it. I have an obsession with betting against it. I can't help it. And when I'm betting against it, I always like to make sure that I have my trusty baby oil. This is not financial advice. Talk to your financial advisor to see if baby oil and Robinhood brokerage accounts are right for you. Thank you. Baby oil. You need it. Mark Velez says, dude, I actually need a friend like you, Michael. Your kindness is such a rarity. And I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I just, you know, I see people and I like seeing people win. So it's really as simple as that. I prefer to see a world full of people succeeding at what they want to do, whatever it is. I don't even care if it's stupid. Like, I don't even care. Like, if I think something's stupid, but somebody's doing it and they really want to do it, I'm like, you know what, more power to you, man. Like, I don't know what you do, Mark. I don't know what you're into, but I want to encourage you in any way I can. I hope you think as big as you can, though, man. Think big. It's fun. It's addicting. Thinking big is addicting. I think that's probably the best life advice I wish I would have got when I was your age, is think as big as you can. And then the bigger you think, you start writing down things that you never thought of before. You start thinking of like grandiose things. You're like, this is awesome. It's really fun. And the more you think big, the more you make it a habit, and the better things happen to you, because you're constantly seeking out the things you need to seek out to make those goals, those big ideas happen. So it's good to, it's not enough to think of an idea once. It's enough to think of big idea. It's good to think of big ideas many times. So think big as much as you can, even if it seems absurd. Because it will seem absurd at first, but thinking big becomes a pattern, it becomes a habit, and it's fun. Two Wheel Pursuit says crypto and the banking system are going to merge. I hope not. That's just, I think blockchain technology is going to be part of a more decentralized banking system, I believe, but that's about the extent of it. Mike Pryor says you're gonna lose all your money, bro. Short long enough, you lose. What? No, first off, I'm using an ETF that basically tracks using swaps. So swaps are not that bad. They're not the best thing in the world, but you know what? It's good. And so what happens is it's an inverse ETF. They do have some decay. There are some risks with ETFs like that. But betting against Bitcoin, man, it's worth it in my mind. Let's see. But no, the longer I short Bitcoin, the better I do, because anything with an intrinsic value of 0, which Bitcoin has an intrinsic value of 0, will go to 0. Bitcoin is worthless Ponzi scheme currency. And Mike Pryor, you are a grifter. Good day. Let's see. Tim Smith says Caleb Hammer was on Theo Vaughn earlier. Fun interview. Oh man, I actually kind of want to watch that. I love Theo. Caleb Hammer, his show is very interesting to me. He really goes into his millennial guests. For sure, because his millennial guests are so fucking bad with money, man. It's insane. Let's see. Mark Velez says, thank you so much, Michael. You're so sweet. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. No, you got it, man. You got it. I can tell your heart's in the right place, brother. And I just want to help in any way I can. And hey, man, if I help you get through your day, man, in some way, I'll take that. That's awesome. I just want to be more of a mentor to help you out, man. Because, when I was young, man, I had a lot of lousy role models. I'll tell you that. So I like to help, people who are like within the 18 to 25 range and older. But I feel honored to help people get their financial shit together when they're young. So, and when you're older, like, Tim and I were both older guys, for instance. Tim's really actually, in my opinion, has got things really together. It's like straight up. So I think Tim's actually a damn good financial model to emulate, in my opinion. He's got things right, especially when it comes to the tax situation, because he doesn't have to pay, as far as I remember, any like real taxes on his portfolio, which is smart, by the way. So it's a win-win situation for Mr. Tim. So I think Tim's the real role model on this. I'm just a crazy guy who loves, I don't even have a 401k. I don't have a 401k. I don't have an IRA. I don't think you need those, to be honest. You just need a brokerage account, and you need to be willing to invest as much as you fucking can into long-term holdings and call it good. That's what I do. I'm a basic boy, man. I'm a basic boy. Is it tax efficient? I don't know. I buy and I hold, and I reap the benefits. Tim Smith says I pay no taxes in my portfolio. All in my tax advantage accounts. Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. I should try to find a way to get a tax advantage account for sure, but I will admit that is a bit of a gray area in my study. So I'm just good at investing in general. That's all. All I need is a brokerage account and access to and just money in a brokerage account, and then I'm on my way. You know, I just spread my wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. See me going through that open door. I believe I can fly. I can fly. I just can't believe that it's over. We were chilling out on the sofa, digging how the guitar goes in a song that no one knows. Did you live that life yourself, or did the voodoo magic help? Does everyone have a different take? Are you just real? Are you just cool? And I'm just fake. Does everyone get hypnotized by your fire? So long, Jimmy, so long, though you only stayed a moment. We all know that you're the one singing. So long, Jimmy, so long, sure we're glad for the experience. We miss you now you're gone. We're just swimming in your soul. We all wish we wrote the song Life Goes On. Anyway, sorry about that. I was singing a James Blunt song. One of my favorites. It's So Long Jimmy, I believe is what the whole title of the song is called. It's a great song. James Blunt's the fucking man, though. Tim Smith says I pay no taxes in my portfolio. Oh yeah, that's right. I already read that. Anyway, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit tired, you guys, as much as I love actually chit-chatting with all you guys. My brony brothers, I gotta go bed. My brony brothers. My brony macaroni. Did you know that the baby oil is on me? Just the way the show goes. We're all brony brothers. I may do a Ponytown stream one of these times. Oh man, let's see. Tim Smith says, I have to admit, it would be legit funny if Garza somehow ended up deported. Look, I mean, I have all my IDs. I have all my information. So I shouldn't be. Ideally, but you know, who knows? Let's see. Nathan Walker says, menstruate. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. But yeah, no, I mean, with my Mexican last name, man, you know, luckily I got all my papers, but, you know, could happen. Trump's ending birthright citizenship, I think, so maybe I'm fucked. I think my grandpa came over illegally, so, yeah, about that. Tim Smith says, breaking, new proposed bill in Mississippi would pay $1,000 to bounty hunters for each successful deportation of an illegal that they help facilitate. Damn, dude. That's insane. Holy crap. Mark Velez says, you'd make a great mentor, but I don't really let the age gap get to me. I feel like I'd consider you more like a buddy than a mentor. But seriously, you're freaking awesome, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mark. I appreciate it big time, man. I will say, though, I mean, every piece of information I give out is really just to try to help people out. Even though I talk about P. Diddy and baby oil a little bit too much on this channel, if people could move past that, they can get a fucking education. Honestly, I wouldn't say I'm giving advice for sure. I'm giving my experience, and I'm just educating. It's not financial advice. I like to let everybody know that, just for legality purposes. To let everybody know that, you know, I want to see people succeed financially, and you know what? Whatever you do with your life is up to you. I know there's a right way to invest. And there's many ways to invest. I know there's also many wrong ways to invest, though. There's a few right ways, and there's quite a few wrong ways. So, but I love investing. I'm a long-term investor for sure. I'm diversified, and that's just the way it should be. So, Nathan Walker says, external revenue service. Hell yeah. The ERS. All right, but I will catch you guys later. I really am tired. I am exhausted. I really am, man. I am a little bit tired. So tired. So tired. Oh my God. I took on my baby oil. All right. I will get you guys later, though. I'm out. All right. To all my brony brothers out there, my boy Nathan Walker, Mark Velez, Tim Smith, thank you guys. I appreciate you. You know, to all the other, you guys are my DEI hire brony brothers. I'm just kidding. You guys aren't DEI hires. My boy Yoggers was in for a bit. Thank you, Yoggers. Look at these nuts. Appreciate you, partner. I think who else was in here? Yeah. I don't know, man. But anyway, I love you guys. I am a DEI hire on my own show. So I guess I got to fire myself at some point. How do I do this? Because this show's being run to the ground, is what I'm saying. So, anyway. So Tim Smith says external revenue services is what I call my dating profile. That's some funny shit, man. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate y'all. I am out later. And stay sexy. Stay fresh.